Hello, my friends. My name is Esmeralda Guzman. I am the composer of the song El Huerfano, and I want to say hello to all of our friends from the Tucson International Mariachi Conference. I'm here to talk a little bit about the song El Huerfano, how did it come about, and a little bit of the background for that song. I composed that song in the year 2002, and I recorded it in the year 2006 with the debut album from Mariachi, Los Galleros de San Antonio. I was a guest vocalist on the album, and I was able to record this song, and the song was arranged by my husband, Miguel Guzman, who is the musical director for Mariachi, Los Galleros de San Antonio. A little bit of background on the song, El Huerfano. There were a couple of stories that inspired this song, but mostly it was inspired, I think, by the experience that many Mexican Americans might have in this country, and being from two different worlds, I guess, or two different countries. I know that my legal status, I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born here in the United States, but nonetheless, soy mexicana. And this song is talking about how having that status makes you feel sometimes like you don't belong, que no somos ni de aquí ni de allá, ¿verdad? Growing up, my parents, my father, mi papá is Mexico-Americano, he's a Mexican-American, and my mother, she's Mexican, ella es mexicana. And growing up, they instilled in me the importance of speaking English as best as I could without an accent. My father wanted to make sure that I didn't have any negative experiences because when he grew up, in the 1930s, 1940s, and obviously during that time they still experienced a lot of racism, and he spoke about the importance of not giving them a reason to question, who I was. He says, if you speak perfect English, they won't laugh at you, they won't make fun of you, they won't call you names, and you won't, but we know that it goes far past that, just speaking the language, because the way I look, I get looks sometimes, and I get questioned, and I do experience some amount of racism. And not just in speaking English, my mother would say, mija, tú tienes que hablar ese español, tienes que hablar ese español perfecto, porque si no, cuando vayamos a México, tus tíos y tus primos se van a reír de ti y te van a decir que eres una pocha. So she instilled in me the importance of having to speak Spanish as perfectly as I could. I don't know that I ever accomplished that, but I would try my best. And nonetheless, my tíos, my primos would laugh at me at the way I would pronounce things sometimes, and they would call me pocha. And I would tell them, pero tío, si yo soy mexicana. And they would say, no, mija, tú no eres mexicana, tú eres americana. So that's kind of where this song kind of stemmed from, having that feeling of not belonging, ni de aquí, ni de allá, ¿verdad? But the song, the experience that set this song in motion was an experience that my husband shared with me. He had the opportunity of working with Mariachi Los Camperos for many years, and so that afforded him the opportunity to participate in the Mariachi conference that they have in Guadalajara. So in one of those experiences, when he traveled to Guadalajara, he got picked up by a taxi, and they, started making conversation, and the taxi driver asked him, well, what are you doing here? ¿Qué es lo que haces aquí en Guadalajara? And he explained that he was there to participate in the conference. And one of the things the taxi driver said was how interesting, qué interesante, how interesting it was that that a foreigner, un extranjero, aceptara y tomara esa música y apreciara la música de mariachi. And my husband was like, what do you mean a foreigner? This is my music, yo soy mexicano, and same thing. The people from Mexico don't consider us Mexicans. So that's what this song tries to address, that experience of not feeling like you belong in either place. So that's what this song is about, la canción El Huérfano. huérfano, piensa que extranjero soy. Canto este es el triste canto, llanto de mi corazón. Canto este es el triste canto de mi alma sin nación. Muchas gracias, que viva el mariachi.